Hi everyone, Lisa Haven here. Well, tensions between the United States and Iran are constantly rising. So much so that right now in Iran, they have issued multiple threats to assassinate the President of the United States of America. Our beloved President Trump needs your prayers. But you know what? I can't help but think in the back of my mind that somehow the globalist and deep state operatives just might be behind this push in Iran to not only start a war, but to target the White House specifically. Now, this is just my theory, but I've got tons of information that I want to show you on that. But before I do, I want to give a quick shout out to my partner at NobleGoldInvestments.com. If you do not have a Roth IRA, please get one. You want to start changing that over because, as you know, the feds lie about what's truly going on and overinflate. And so there's a lot of ways that that could be headed. So switch over your 401ks now. Check it out at NobleGoldInvestments.com. All right, so let's start with a couple of the articles to show you some of the threats from Iran. Take a look at this first one here on AmericanMilitaryNews.com, published January 5th. Report, Iran MP threatens attack on White House. We can attack the White House itself. AmericanMilitaryNews.com, January 5th. DHS website hacked with pro-Iranian message, image of bloodied Trump. Express.co.uk, January 6th. Iran unveils red flag at mosque, warning of severe battle to come. Iran has issued a terrifying warning to the U.S. as it raised a red flag over the dome as a symbol of a severe battle to come. Infowars.com, January 5th. Iran will pay $80 million for Trump's assassination. Iran calls for the head of the president in a massive escalation of war tension. As you can see, the threats are real coming from Iran. Now, again, as I stated earlier in this report, I cannot help but think this is somehow linked to the globalists and Democrats. As I said before, they never liked the president and they wanted to impeach him from day one. You see, I've never put it behind globalist and deep state operatives to assassinate a president because they've already done it. JFK, Lincoln, all what I believe are inside jobs. And I would not put it past them to do something similar again today against the President of the United States of America, which is why, again, he needs our prayers. You see, we must remember that Obama and under Obama's administration, even some of Bush's administration, they armed the terrorists. They gave them military-grade equipment. And this is what happened as a result. And now we've had this ongoing battle for years with Iran. President Trump is only cleaning up the mess of his predecessors, of Bush, of Obama, and that complete of Clinton, of all of that. And yet, here they are attempting to frame the president and maybe even in some way, shape, or form could attempt an assassination attempt on the president using Iran to get what they want. Again, this is a theory. It hasn't happened. It's my opinion, but let me show you something even. And I already reported this on Restricted Republic. I encourage you guys to check it out, but I'll put it up here. And that is this, that Obama has ties to the leader there that led the raid in the U.S. Embassy, thus making my suspicions even higher. Take a look at this article here on GatewayPundit.com. Iraqi corps chief who led the raid on U.S. Embassy in Baghdad was once invited to the White House by Barack Obama. So there you have it. There's a direct link to Obama and the terrorist activity going on. Again, are the deep state globalist operatives somehow involved in building up these tensions between Iran, the United States, and even, we have China and Russia to think about that could get involved in this as well. We are truly living in scary times. But here's something else to consider that I just, can't help but think of this coincidence, right? That makes me come to my suspicion again. But how about that the Times of London listed the terrorist that President Trump killed, right, in the assassination, that he is a leading star, literally the day before he was assassinated by the United States of America. Take a look at this article on ZeroHedge.com. Times of London names Iranian general to list of 2020 rising stars the day before the assassination. So the Iranian general was a rising star, a terrorist, before President Trump killed him literally the day before. What does that tell me? That tells me that someone knew something the day before it came out, because he wasn't added to the beginning of the list. He was the very last name on the Times of London's list as kind of like an afterthought. Why? Because they wanted to make this terrorist look like someone to be praised prior to President Trump doing what he needed to do to save America and keep America safe, or what he believed was in our best interest as well. Is it a coincidence? Well, I guess you get to ultimately decide that. But a lot of things lead me to believe that he's being set up and that he's being framed. Take a look at this article on Infowars.com by Owen Schroeder. Globalists attempt to frame President Trump for World War III that they started. Obama holdovers used back channels, key word there, with Iran to coordinate regional crisis to humiliate the president. I can't say I disagree with Owen on that one. The question is, where do we go from here? What does it look like? And why is it that the mainstream media is so complicit in this? Why do we even listen to the mainstream media anyway? We should just turn off their channels and stop supporting any subscription. That's what I don't support any of them. I won't subscribe to New York Times or CNN or any of the ones that are asking for monthly fees, because they're fake news. And this kind of stuff is proven. They don't tell you. They didn't, not one word about a lot of what you heard on my report today. Anyhow, ultimately the decision is yours. What do you think's going on? And again, I want to classify, this is a theory that I have. But anyhow, I'd love to get your thoughts, comments, and concerns. What do you think about all of this? Well, anyhow, thanks again for tuning in. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.